This is the award-winning Lee Pitts Live.
Brought to you by the North Law Firm. For car accidents and negligent security cases, call Joe at 239-337-1191. And by Lee Health.
Southwest Florida, you are looking live at a CD of huge proportion. David Johnson, Faves 2. Faves 2?
2, yeah.
All right.
That's my other faves.
All right.
Because there is a Faves 1.
Okay. Of course, David Johnson is the preeminent musician here in the state of Florida, a singer, songwriter, and we are just fortunate to have him down here in Southwest Florida performing on a regular basis, of course, and he's also with the Neville Brothers. So, David, let's bump you in. Last time you guys saw David on the show, probably, was it 10, 15 years ago?
Probably that.
You know, when you appeared on the show, that was the highest rated show ever.
Wow.
On Lee Pitts Live. And
Okay.
I think it had something to do with the fact that you performed live in the studio and people gravitated towards your professionalism as a musician.
Wow.
So put that on your resume, okay?
I will, yeah.
The CD, David Johnson,
Yes.
Faves
Faves
2.
too, like Dave's Faves, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I did a Dave's Faves CD, which is what I did on the first time we got together. That was called Dave's Faves, the best of the David Johnson show, which is basically both of those CDs are about what I do when I do my solo live show. So it's kind of what you hear is what you get kind of thing, where I'm playing all the instruments. You know, I picked some of the songs on there from different eras. Typically, I'm an old school guy, so I like old school 60s and Motown and stuff like that through the 70s and 80s and a little bit of current stuff, but I'm an old schooler.
Yeah, but we're lucky to have a person like you in our midst who values that and keeps that great music going. I mean, you see all those people pack the clubs just to hear that great music when you perform it, how they respond to your CD. Speaking of how they respond to your CD, has people gotten a chance to listen to your new CD yet, and what's been the response?
Oh, the response has been immense, man. And now that it's, it's available electronically through streaming sites and download sites and all that other stuff, and even YouTube, the response has been great. I sell the CDs, on my gigs. So again, if you come out and you like what you're hearing on the gig, take me home with you.
Okay.
It's only $10.
Adds up. Hey, check this out. Now, people can get your CDs at your gigs, and we'll talk about where people can see you gigging here locally, but they can also go where to get your music? Can they go to your Facebook page? Can they go to your website? Where can they go?
It's available on my website, davidjohnsonmusic.com. I also have a Dakajo1 YouTube page where you can see my music there. You can stream it there. You can download it on all the downloadable sites like iTunes, Google Music, Amazon Music, where you can download or stream. So if you subscribe to any of these music services, it's all a part of there. Just type in my name, David C. Johnson, and wherever you get your music from, you'll find me there. And if you don't, let me know, and we'll fix that too.
I've seen you with a guitar in your hand and a keyboard in front of you. What other instruments do you play?
I mess around with drums a little bit too, whatever it does. But bass has been my main instrument through most of my professional career. I started out on piano when I was little.
Okay.
And I started messing around at 5 years old, started taking lessons at 7. Picked up the bass at 11, and the rest, as they say, is history. I started gigging when I was 12, 13 years old.
Amazing.
And it just music chose me. I didn't choose it.
But check this out. You've been able to do what you do for a living, what you love to do. Do you find that you're blessed in that way?
Oh, that's an absolute blessing. It's a blessing and a responsibility at the same time.
I mentioned early on, you and the Neville Brothers. Expound on that for me, if you will.
Well, I was blessed to get an opportunity to tour with those guys. In 1999, my brother, my musical brother, Mr. Michael Goods, who was the keyboardist of the Mambo Brothers band from downtown.
Oh, Peter's La Cuisine,
Peter's
where
La
I
Cuisine.
first saw you.
Yeah, he's from New Orleans.
Okay.
And he got connected with the Neville brothers first because he was another hometown guy. He'd known them since their childhood. They played in Naples one time. They reconnected. They needed a keyboard player. He got hired for the job. When the bass player chair came in and said, "Hey, get my buddy David Johnson. He's got the pedigree. He knows the songs. Trust me, he's the man for the job." So just on his recommendation, I got in.
Okay.
And here we are 19, almost 20 years later, and I'm still affiliated with the Neville family.
When you get that type of opportunity, are you nervous? Like, hey, I'm getting ready to go in. I'm assuming you didn't have to audition per se.
You're always nervous.
Okay.
Yeah, I got in without an audition. My first rehearsal was kind of my audition, but not really. I got in on Michael's word because Michael is such an immense natural talent himself. If he tells you somebody is good, and he don't tell you, he'll let you know if somebody's bad.
Okay.
He would never recommend anybody that would make him look bad.
What a great story.
So, and because I was in the Marble Brothers, and we did a lot of that New Orleans music, and I was familiar with it, and he knew that I was a quick study. He knew that I would be prepared, because success is opportunity and preparedness. Mm-hmm. That was that shining moment where, okay, this is your moment. You got to be ready. So did the homework, and blew it out of the water, was ready for it.
Okay. Now, what are some places that your music has taken you around the world?
Oh, I've been very blessed. Man, I've been to Australia. I've been to Japan. I've been to the UK. I've been to Germany, Switzerland.
Wow.
Pori, Finland. Just places I just never thought I would see.
That's right.
Yeah.
From the time you started playing that piano, now you've got a chance to see the world. And when we look 5 years from now at David Johnson and what technology brings to the table, more and more people will get a chance to hear your music.
Yes.
5 years from now, you'll still be strumming on the guitar, right?
Pretty much. Well, we'll just have to see what that holds. I mean, because the industry is changing, music is changing. I may be doing things more behind the scenes. Right now I'm involved in doing a bunch of making tracks for other artists.
Mm-hmm. You traveled all these places, played with the Neville brothers, yet we still see you as a staple right here in Fort Myers.
Yes.
Why is that?
Oh, because, the brothers are getting older, so they don't travel as much as they used to. Mm-hmm. So, you got to do something when you're sitting at home.
Yeah,
so you just...
I think my larger point is, why have you chosen to stay right here in Fort Myers? You could be staying anywhere. You love Fort Myers.
Well, I've always appreciated and loved the sense of community here in Fort Myers. From both the local people, and, it's a great place for me and my family. My daughters grew up here. They're both greenies. They both went to Fort Myers High School. My youngest is a senior, mm-hmm. and soon to be going to FGCU, just like my oldest. Mm-hmm. So it's always been a great place. I know that I could live anywhere in the country or in the world I really want to, but this is just a place I call home, and it's a great place to play music. I can play music year round, and it's familiar.
People might say, "Hey, Lee just interviewed somebody named Tara Johnson who has a book. His last name is Johnson. Are they related? Are you guys related?"
Yes. Yes. Yes, we are. That is my wife.
Okay,
my wife,
I just want y'all
my
to
wife
know.
for 20 years. Yes.
All right, so we got two artists in one family.
We got the power couple going today.
That's excellent. Why don't you give us a little acapella, if you will? Let people get a little flavor of David Johnson.
See, man, you're always
because
trying
we don't have
to put people on the spot, man.
Trying to give me something. Show that soul.
Well, very quickly, since this is Dave's Faves, there's a couple of I got stuff on there from a bunch of different things. I'm like I said, I'm an old Motown old school guy, so I'll sing a couple of different hooks from a bunch. So just to get like almost a quick preview of what you can hear on this record. Temptation. So in love, sad as could be, 'cause her pretty face got the best of me. Something like that. Beauty's only skin deep.
Right.
You can hear, though you may not drive a great big Cadillac, diamond in the back, sunroof top, digging in the scene with the gangster lean, gangster wide wall.
See, folks, see what I'm telling you?
Yeah.
I know y'all at home saying, Lee, are we going to see him perform too? Yes. After we go to a commercial break, when we come back, we're going to actually see David perform. David, when we come back from the commercial break, they're going to actually see you performing. Set that up for us before we go to the commercial break, because as soon as we come back, you're going to be on stage.
Okay, this is like a 3-minute excerpt of me performing at the Dogtooth sports and music bar down in Naples.
And where else can people catch you performing? Because they're not going to see you anymore once we go to the commercial break.
Okay. Let's see. Tuesday nights, I'm at the Dogtooth with a blues band called Mudbone. We do a jam there, and that starts at 7:30. Wednesdays and Sundays, I'm out on Captiva at Key Lime Bistro, and that starts at 6 o'clock. Thursday nights, I'm right here downtown at Space 39 doing the Space Jam with my Funk Brothers, High Voltage. If you live in Fort Myers and you haven't come yet, that starts at 8 o'clock. You need to come to that. You need some funk music in your life. Trust me.
People can connect with you how?
On Facebook under David C. Johnson, that's my music page. And my website is davidjohnsonmusic.com. I'm also on Instagram under David C. Johnson. You can just Google David C. Johnson or Dacajo, D-A-C-A-J-O, and you should find me out there on the internet.
Don't touch that dial. We're going to go to a break. And when we come back, the first thing you're going to see is David on stage doing his thing.
Lee Pitts Live is a Lee Pitts Enterprise production.